Welcome back, fellow birdwatchers. This is MrJerkbird here, ready to cast another game of Starcraft 2, and boy howdy has it been a while since I've said that. So we're just going to dive right into this, have lots of fun doing so. Good luck, have fun coming out from Cody, the red Protoss, in the bottom half of the map. Top half will be myself, Blue Zerg, MrJerkbird. So going into this game, I don't know, I've pretty much been sticking to my guns with typical 14-14 spawning pool extractor, getting some early lings out. Not necessarily even for pressure, just to have them in case you get, cheesed and while you're trying to macro. So that's usually what I stick for. I believe this one's, Overlord coming out. And then I've been starting to do my drone scout with my 10th drone, just in case, I don't know, like, mostly just to pick up on that early cheese. I started doing it ever since I started getting 6 pooled a bunch by a bunch of other Zerg players, so I mean it's not really all that viable on against Protoss or even Terran, but you never know. And as I recall, the game before this I played against a Protoss who didn't wall off and then raged really hard when I just ran a bunch of lings into his base, but that's why you wall off. So yeah, I mean I didn't feel like I was cheesing, it was just he didn't wall off, so it's an easy way to win. You just make a bunch of lings. Sorry that I didn't have some kind of gentleman's agreement for not attacking you. Anyways, so he's gonna throw down nothing, never mind, that's my Overlord. Thought he was doing a proxy pylon, but he is in fact red. So he does see this spawning pool. It's not really super early. I don't know if he thinks it is or what, but looking over at production tab, he does have a Zealot starting to come out, and that will be the super, what am I trying to say here? The Guardian of Ire. There we go. There's a Protoss civilization named something like that. And so that Zealot's going to pop out. It's just going to be in hold position in this little opening here so that he can wall off. Because that's how Protoss usually wall off. I mean, those of you who know anything about this game most likely know more than I do, so Protoss will leave a hole so that they can get their units out. Otherwise, the only way you'll be able to get Protoss units in and out of your base is by just warp-ins or really inconvenient drops, or if you have only Blink Stalkers and Colossi, or air units, I guess. Anyways, gonna be throwing down my hatchery at about 20 supply. That's maybe slightly earlier than I would like, just because I usually try to get my... Do I have metabolic boost on the way already? No, I don't. Now I'm getting my gas on that, so won't be rushing the metabolic boost. Do have a bunch of lings coming out. These are just kind of like little defensive lings, just kind of keeping the world safe. He does have a probe over on the Zelnaga tower. Nothing too exciting going on right now. Do got my queen out. Transferring some drones down to the natural. Pretty standard. Have the roach worn down, getting out a roach. Maybe a second roach. Pretty sure I get a second one down soon. Okay, there we go. Arrow keys do work for the camera. This is a learning experience for all of us, and by all of us I mean just me. I'm going to be throwing down a spine crawler, just playing defensive, making sure that in case there's any cheese coming out that I don't scout. And I'm going to be sending in this sacrificial Overlord to see what's up. Just seeing a bunch of gateways, so nothing too exciting coming out there. He is researching Warp Gate, so mad props for the one, the only, the nefarious Cody. I love people that have names like that, like Cody, or I don't know, just like one-word things like that, like I can't think of one right now, like pilot, or I don't know. I'm just coming up with words off the spot here, but people that have just those one-word names, it's like they are the one and the only. Like nobody else is named Cody in the entire world because this is the Cody. Anyway, so he's got 3 gate. He's finally finished with his warp gates. Going to be transferring those all into the warpable gates. Doesn't sent in Lings on the Zilnog Towers, just trying to keep that map control. Sacrificial Overlord didn't really see too much other than gateway units, so not too worried there. Gonna keep macroing. Got the layer on the way. Metabolic Boost finally coming out. Not taking off of gas because I do in fact have Roach Warren and layer, and we'll be starting to tech up now, so I will definitely need that gas. Actually getting my second gas here. Don't quite have my third drone on that one yet, but I'm sure that'll be happening soon. Observer just gonna be scouting out the expansion here. I thought maybe not. So Zealot and Aling gonna have a battle there. Easy to tell who's gonna win that one. Subserver just kind of hanging out over the top of my army. Doesn't really see much, so maybe he thinks he's sitting pretty and gonna be moving out soon or something. I don't know. Anyways, do have Overlord Speed coming out. I definitely love having that. Oh, I think I do remember this actually. I think I end up losing this game, or maybe not. Maybe that was a different one. I don't know. There was a game on this map where they put the proxy pylon here, and I didn't have an Overlord to scout it, but this time I do, so maybe I do see this. Anyways, so he's just going to do a 3-gate Robo. Where's that Robo? There we are. Yeah, so really nothing too exciting coming out. I'm just getting Hydras, just because why not? Not really any reason not to. Roach Hydra is pretty strong composition. You have the Roaches to tank. Hydras just do so much damage. Bunch of Overlords coming out because I have a supply blockage problem. Supplies looking relatively even. I'm slightly ahead at the moment, starting to pump out units. I do have a third expansion going down without scouting this one, so I don't know. I just guess I had some minerals saved up, so decided to move on out, which is perfectly understandable. This Overzord? I don't even know what I was trying to say there. Observer is just noticing, wow, he's got a lot of roaches. He's, oh, okay, no, there's more of an army. Better get something for that, so he's going to be pumping out Immortals at the speed of snail. Just one at a time there while he gets this expansion saturated. And I myself have this, my natural's not entirely saturated. My main pretty much is. I got Glial Reconstitution, gonna get that Roach Speed. I did throw down a Nidus network, but I don't remember ever using it. Oh wait, no, I do remember using it this game. Yes, I am remembering this game now. This is a good one. I was actually pretty proud of myself this game. Other than the constant supply blockage, I did a pretty good job of macroing up and getting units when I should be getting units. So third base is finally up. Gonna start getting a queen on that one soon enough. Looks like we've got the grooved spines, so gonna get that extra range on Hydralisks. And that's about it. Just heavy macro. He's got a second. What are these called? Robotics facility is going down. So he's going to be pumping out double the immortal speed. Going to be pumping out immortals at twice the speed. There we go. Twice the production rate. So that observer, I guess, decided he didn't want to hang out with the Zerg anymore, so he left the party. I'm throwing down my Spire. I did throw down a Nidus network. This is actually going to be to transfer drones, so that's a thing you can do as Zerg. And I was just kind of experimenting with it, though he does hear that the Nidus network is going down, though he doesn't know where. Here's that giant noise. I'm going to be sending in an Overseer just to see what's up. I think I don't really scout too much. He does have his Robotics Bay going down, so I will hopefully be able to scout that and see that he's got Colossus coming out. As far as, let's see, is it Shift A? Active Forces? That's not what I want. What's the hotkey there? What's the hotkey? Army Supply. Control A. There we go. As far as Army Supply goes, he's got a much bigger army at the moment. But I just really, my army is just kind of for defense, just kind of keeping it up in case he pushes out. Hopefully I see this soon enough and start building units. There we go. I don't think I actually saw anything, but I do know that I need units. So I'm just going to be teching up real big, real big. Got tunneling claws, missile attack 1 coming out finally, burrow. I don't know, 14 minutes in, I probably should have had my +1/+1 a while ago. Starting to get corruptors. I did, in fact, stop doing that. Yeah, I did, in fact, see... Nope, 2 is what I want. I did see the robotic space, so I realized, oh, he's got stuff coming out. Forces under attack, that probe killing off a changeling there. This is awfully in the way. There we go. Anyways, so I do throw this Nidus network down right in the middle of his base. His forces are way up here. So, I mean, he sees this, he's going to come back. He doesn't even bother moving the probes. So I'm just going to start pumping stuff out. Need to do it like now would be my chance to do it. There we go. So there he goes, moving the probes finally. So this is like not the best attack in the world because stuff can't get out in the time that stuff is showing up. I probably could have killed off that Colossus and ran back in. Just seeing the whole army coming in and saying, yeah, we need the GTFO, so let's get out of here. Nice network does go down. Going to be losing... no, not losing anything. Going to be killing off the pylon, rather. And yeah, as far as that goes, nothing too exciting. It's a pretty boring game. Everyone just macroing up, trying to get a huge chubby army. Production making 6 more corruptors, so these colossi are not going to stand a chance at all. I did just now finishing +1. I do have my hive finally done. Should be morphing this into a greater spire soon enough to get some broodlords. Look at army value. My army actually is superior just by value, but I'm not going to see this engage initially, so I'm going to send those guys in. Corruptors going for the Colossi immediately. Force fields blocking off any reinforcements, though I didn't really have much to begin with. So just a lot of Corruptors coming out right now, trying to focus stuff down. I'm building a lot of units, I hope. Oh no, they were all in the Nidus network, that's right. So I'm just kind of like hanging tight. If he would have pushed in, he might have been able to take down the hatchery, maybe. I'm definitely going to take out these spines while everything comes out of the Nidus worm. So I probably should have unloaded those a while ago, but going to send everything in, killing off the Colossi, no problem. There's so many Corruptors here. So just kind of moving back and forth, just kind of waiting for reinforcements. I'm going to send in everything just to kind of keep chasing him down. Might be able to pick off an not Overlord, excuse me, Immortal. So he is going to try to kite and stutter step and all these Corruptors just kind of being in the way. I suppose they might be taking damage just because they're closer, and if he's just attack moving and not actually selecting specific units, I could be saving some resources there. So I keep forgetting that I rallied my hatcheries into my Nidus network. I think I finally did change it, but I had them rallied into the network, so every time I was building units, they were just going straight into the network and not popping immediately out, which kind of not the best way to do it. I mean, it got them down to the 3rd pretty quick, but they could have easily just ran at the speed of light across the creep here. So going to be morphing in some broodlords finally. Once I get my broodlord count up nice and high, gonna probably need a few more a few more corruptors in this, because in general you want to have ideally broodlords are just like, you know, they mess with the AI so much just because with all the little broodlings, the little free units basically, and but they don't have a way of defending themselves from anti-air, so you need corruptors if they've gone Air Force. In my case, he hasn't actually gone Air Force. He does. Yeah, he doesn't even have a Stargate out right now. So all the anti-air he has are sentries and stalkers, which means that corruptors are not the best way to defend against these broodlords, though I do still need them in order to take out those colossi so quickly. I should probably have quite a few more zerglings than this, because zerglings counter all of that. Probably could have cancelled out. I bet if I would have just not had Hydras, replaced all the Hydras with Zerglings, and had Zergling Roach, Broodlord, Corruptor, might have been a better choice. Not really sure. I'm actually not very good at this game. In case you haven't figured this out yet, but gonna have a huge fight here. Corruptor's going straight for the Colossi. Colossi stopping to attack because they're too busy running away from Corruptors, I guess, on their own. Nice concave. Don't know why I backed up there. Should have just kept fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting. Big Warpin coming down here. Killed off the pylon. Not gonna have that. So Broodlord's just going to town. A lot of Broodlings here. Gonna be taking everything out. Broodlings just as effective as Zerglings on those Immortals. There's the GG. So huge fight. Just was able to get out Broodlords and Corruptors and teched up quick enough. Yeah, he didn't really have too much. He just had Stalkers and Colossi for the most part. He did have Sentries mixed in, but that was about it. I think he needed a bit more than Stalkers mixed in with that army there. I mean, I guess he did have Immortals, so that's a bonus. But yeah, I mean, he kind of needed that base in order to start mining stuff. I just finished my 4th base, 5th one, almost done growing, and yeah, that was about it. Still that player that has a bajillion minerals. That's still me. So hopefully I can get that sorted out and figure things out a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, another game, another day, another game. So that'll be that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching. Nothing too exciting, just heavy macro, just turned into no battle. I mean, it could have gone faster and could have been a bit more exciting, but this is not pro level. This was in fact Silver League, though I played much better than I usually do in this game, so I was pretty proud of myself. So yeah, if you liked the video, go ahead and click the like button, subscribe, do whatever you want to do to show me that you care, and then we will have to hook up sometime in another video where you can also click more buttons to show that you care. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. Stay classy. We'll see you guys later.